What is going on, Nitro Gang? Welcome to Friday Night Nitro. Now I know it looks like the RS4 is about to jump the Losi Promoto bagel, but I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Bagels are great in the morning, and sometimes if you wake up too late due to certain illicit activities, bagels are also not bad in the evening. Just go ask the all-day breakfast menu at IHOP. In fact, I prefer Denny's over IHOP. Let me say hello to everyone that is here, and I will discuss what is about to go down. Now, I understand I am a little bit late today, but you guys, you're gonna have to excuse me because I live in New York City, and the bus was stuck in a tunnel once again. Gave me a headache. Came home, looked at a Nitro, and I cheered myself up. All right, we got Benjamin Martinez. Welcome back from your vacation. We got Andrew Pope out there. We got Michael Graham. How you doing? Happy to see you. We got ourselves Corey. I hope Brent is out there doing good. Geo Mac. Let me ask you all, how is the stream quality? Lucas is using the new NitroGang emojis. Okay, no music RC, how you doing? I might have a bad internet connection right now, so let me give it a couple minutes. It might get better, I hope. By the way, new NitroGang emojis have just come out. I gotta reset this browser. This browser's about to turn itself off. Yo, Melissa, are we live? She said I'm good. All right. How you doing there, Nitro Addiction? Happy to see you here, man. I'm glad to be able to see some awesome streamers on here. You know, that sounds a little funny because in the world of streaming, it's usually people named Mackenzie. Anybody's here name is Mackenzie? Nobody's name here is Mackenzie, is it? Okay, good. Let me open up another browser tab. And I'll discuss my adventures of what went down. We don't have a Mackenzie here, do we? Yo, Melissa, anyone here named Mackenzie? Get him out. This is the wrong website. This is not only, you know what? This is only Nitro fans. Not just fans. Nitro fans. All right, Michael Graham, thank you, bro, for the channel donation. I have a feeling we're going to need some parts on this RS4, but give me a minute once again. Dude, I can't even load my browser. Do you want to see what's going on? I'll show you my browser right now. Yo, Melissa, call up whoever you got to call up and tell them to get their ass down here. Can't even load a browser right now. Makes me feel bad, bro. Okay, Lucas Stolkup, I would read your message, but I can't see too well. Give me a second, bro. Yo, we're going to have to do a hard reset on this bad boy. We might have to break out the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Can't even see my own screen. This is real sickening. All right. Brent, how you doing? The VP is here. Now, guys, I know you were looking at the thumbnail. And in the thumbnail, you probably saw at least one thing you liked. Go ahead. I see you in the chat right here. Oh, wow. I got a commercial. Look who the commercial is for, everybody. Who's that over there? She's famous for baking cats. We don't bake cats on this channel. We bake nitro engines in the oven to heat them up. Sickening. Hugh Robinson, how you doing, man? Happy what is it? Friday to you. Sickening. Nitro Prodigy, how you doing? Happy to see you here, man. All right, let's continue. So, guys, I ran the Losi bagel. It sure tasted great with an egg and cheese sandwich on it. But I'm going to tell you, it's a real impressive motorcycle. There should be a video coming out on it shortly, depending, well, how much fun I want to have with it. I will tell you, people love this thing, and I have now become a believer. There's only one recommendation I can make. Is the quality's trash, Melissa? The quality... I'm looking at myself and I look fuzzy. Okay, Pitbull Air Cooled, how you doing? All right, I'm going to pause my own stream because I literally can't see nothing. I will tell you on these Losi motorcycles, do not go with the battery. What's up there? Boosted, bro, how you doing? Don't go with the battery. They charge you an extra $50 for this battery. I am convinced the capacity of this battery is fake. I am convinced it's fake. Compass RC, how you doing? All right, got a message coming down from Melissa. She said the space shuttle will be landing.
I said it's fine on my end.
That's not what she said. Space shuttle is out of commission, everybody. Watch the news. All right. By the way, we got new NitroGang emojis, specially designed for the channel members. That is. One of them is my face with an often Twin Titan, and one of them is a sickening T-Max Tony T-Max. And I'm still working on the ultimate Lotus 420 request for an emoji, which is the LRP engine. I'm gonna get that done soon. Might even run it this weekend. I don't know. Now, let us continue. I'm gonna show you guys this RS4. It has a special engine. What's up, Harlem NYC? How you doing? Okay. Look at how this thing balances. It balances so beautiful. All right, so here we go. Oh, we got fuel in the system. Somebody should have drained this tank. Corey, thank you, man, for a channel donation. Yo, Melissa, can you bring my fuel bottle? It's on the engine. It's on the table. I gotta drain the fuel tank. This stuff is expensive. This is the very end bit of my Bones Brew. I've been cutting the Bones Brew. I'm like Walter White over here. I cut the Bones Brew with like fuel I don't trust, just so you guys know. I'm doing like a 50 Bones Brew ratio to stuff I don't trust. And then I'm going to talk to you all about this. I have a feeling I'm going to have to disassemble all this right now. What's up there? We got Big Boys Toys. How you doing, my buddy? Okay, let's get the fuel over here. I'm going to drain the fuel. And then we're going to disassemble this engine. So this is a pretty rare HPI C12 made by Novarossi. What's up, Nitro and Pizza? Happy to see you here, man. Jacksonville Jet Riders. How are you? All right, let me do the little blow. Sickening. Wrong fuel line. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys, the Promoto is awesome. I regret what I used to do, which is make fun of it. But you understand, that's allowed. In this country, everybody, you're allowed to make fun of things without persecution from fellow whoever and the government. You're allowed to do that. And then you're allowed to like it, okay? And that's what I'm doing. Let me do the blow fuel line thing. This is very precious fuel, guys. It's beyond precious. Wow, it looks like I can't do it right now. Hold on a second. This might be a disaster. All right. Oh, of course. Can you let a guy blow in peace, man? Please. All right. We're good. We're drained. We drained the liquids. It's like going to a Honda dealership. They drain your pocket, even though you think you bought an economy car. A modern oil change after Kamala economics is like $100. You anybody know here about Kamala economics? We're going to find out. Okay. I'm going to rearrange this. This is very precious fuel right here. It's precious. All right. Yeah, I'm convinced this battery is a fake capacity. There's no way this is 5,000 capacity. It's impossible. Get the one without that. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. All right, or tree height. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to calm down and talk like I own a 4x2 Arma, an Arma Vortex 4x2. What's up there, all aspects, man? I'm just talking like an Arma two-wheel drive owner, exhibiting zero signs of excitement, zero signs of life, and in need of a blood transfusion. This is how they talk, bro. I'm just going to say, the other day, I loaded up. How you doing there, Tara Curry, bro? Talking like an Arma two-wheel drive owner, okay? Zero signs of excitement, zero signs of life, zero signs of any personality. Well, maybe a personality disorder, but that's about it. Other day I was on, YouTube. This was yesterday. There was a live stream. It was a pretty good thumbnail. It was nobody here. Okay, so I'm not making fun of nobody here. It was nobody here. Thumbnail was Arma Vortex something 4x2. Which one is right for you? I'm not trash talking whoever it is, but I'm gonna tell you something, bros. There's only one two-wheel drive. Okay, there's two-wheel drives that are right for you. Anybody here want to take a guess? The two-wheel drives that are right for you? What are the two-wheel drives that are right for you guys? What are the two-wheel drives that are right for you? Hugh Robinson goes, hella people watching, and 23 likes. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. You know what? I'm not going to tell you what. But the answer is correct. It's the Jado and the Nitro Slash. I would also say the Rustler. Those are proper two-wheel drive chassis in terms of Nitro for Baja. I'm still talking like a two-wheel drive Arma owner, by the way, okay? I'm very proud of them. I'm beyond proud of them. They were discussing, should you get a two-wheel drive Arma? And every single person on the panel, guys, every single person on the panel, do you want to know what they neglected to say about the downsides of a two-wheel drive Arma? What are the downsides of a two-wheel drive, pretty much any car? Any car. Let's not make fun of Arma in general. I know we have a lot of cat lovers here, and that's okay. I'm one of them as well. We got Just Joe. How you doing, bro? Just Joe, man, excuse me for the lack of excitement in my voice right now, but it's literally... You see this? This is exciting! Arma conversations. They're like eating a burned bagel. They're very, very close to that. But the reality is, well, what's bad about a two-wheel drive in general? You got bad brakes because you got two-wheel drive brakes. Okay? Lack of traction. That's right, my bro, Texas Hill. He knows all about the traction. You need the four-wheel drive if you want good traction. Ask any Baja owner. They got bad traction in terms of braking. That's why they get the front disc brake conversion installed. There's a reason why that happens. All right, anyways. Let's get back to some exciting things. You guys want my first personal opinion on the Losi Promoto? Or do you want to jump into the RS4 gang repairs? I'm going to pick this thing up. And yes, I have ran it a good amount of time. This thing is quite sickening. In fact, if you were some of the very few people that watched my short on it, you would see this thing outperforms in the grass really, really well. And if you want to get one of these, they are in stock right now. And I'm going to give you some advice, guys. Don't fall for paying the 50 bucks for the Losi battery. Even though the Losi battery is what they call a smart battery, we all know that. The problem is, no one here is stupid. That's like the thing, you know. It's demeaning. So I wound up buying two, well, I forgot what kind of batteries on Amazon for much cheaper, and they last much longer. Direct fit, no problemos. Motorcycle is impressive. It's real impressive. And now it's RS4 gang time. Let me flip this around, and I will show you what we got going on today. This one is, you know what? Should I flip this around now or flip it around later? Let's take a look at it in this position for now. So this particular one has the very rare HPI C12 engine. This is an engine that was made by Novarossi. How do you know that? If you look inside, the engine screws, they're flathead. On the engine block, you have crazy amount of webbing. This also has the slide carburetor with a proper linkage installed. Now, there is a problem. One of the problems is the exhaust. The exhaust thinks it went to Disney World and paid too much and just couldn't hang out. Okay, Disney World charged this exhaust $7 for a slice of pizza. There's one person here that knows about Disney World pizza. You could tell us how much pizza in Disney World costs. Okay, because I guarantee you the movie Axel Foley was in, that was Beverly Hills Cop Ninja 2, pizza was not $7. You know who wasn't in office back then? Kamala was not in office. Anyway, let me flip this around and we'll get to business. You guys don't even really know what's wrong with it, but I'm going to show you right now. Yo, I need a towel to towel dry my face right now. I mean, let me just say something though. Let me just say something. Trump had a good point right there, bros. He had a good point. He literally said this woman had 3 years to make things happen. Why does she need more than 3 years to make things happen? That's ridiculous. You understand? If you took 3 years to, let's say you pour concrete at work, let's say you do whatever, you took 3 years to do your job, you would get canned. You wouldn't go up for a re-election. You wouldn't get nominated. You wouldn't be in a positive light at all. You would get canned. Why are we letting her actually take a higher position? It don't make no sense, man. I don't care all about all the dumb things Trump said. The one smart thing he said is this woman had a chance for 3 years. Where are the policies? Policies are nowhere. They must have got caught on the border. All right. So I'm going to flip this around. Let's take a quickie at this RS4, and I got to get to work, everybody. Okay. By the way, the gyro and the flywheel on the Losi Promoto is super impressive. It's super impressive. You could literally drive straight at like maybe a very, very slow speed. You know what? I don't have to talk about it being impressive. I could show it to you being impressive. Because I understand people want evidence. And I have more evidence than Kamala. All right, here's just a little quickie. Where's the quickie? I gotta find the quickie. Oh, I can't. I got such bad service. I can't even load it. Anyways, I got no evidence. All right. So let's talk about this one right here. Rock and Roller wants to know what is a small RC I have. I will detail that to you, man, because you deserve to know. You're a dedicated viewer, and I would go to say, I love you, but no homo, like P. Diddy. Okay. So before we continue, I've shown this RC before a couple times. It's a very, very rare Team Vertex 18th. No, well, this must be a 16th scale. It needs a little bit of work. We got a good amount of viewers here, guys. If you want to give this video a thumbs up or appreciate otherwise, I'm just going to roll on out and hit up Taco Bell. All right. All of this aluminum is factory. We got a 2-speed baby. This is the only micro-level car, Nitro that is, with a 2-speed pull starter cord is. It's giant. It's significant. I need to work on this fuel cap lid. Fuel cap lid has no O-ring. Also, these use like a relatively proprietary battery. It's like a super tiny battery. But I appreciate rare, interesting models. Nicholas Hill goes lag. I'm sorry, man. I know we got lag. But, you know, like if I showed you my bills, you would understand why I had to opt for the lower connection. I'm going to wait till load. Maybe we could watch the Promoto go. Hey, guys, should I leave right now? Stream quality is bad. If it's bad, what are we all doing? But we're not going to leave because I'm done. I need to run this RS4. All right, Texas Hill, I'm going to stay for you, man. Michael Graham goes, stay. Okay, I'll stay. I'm going to just shut down my own live right here in my software package. By the way, I turned off my Wi-Fi connection. You see that? No Wi-Fi. That's why I can't even load my own video. All right. Enough with this one. This one needs a little, I said. Oh, look at that super tiny pipe, by the way. That's a tiny pipe. Texas Hill wants to know what this is. This is it's a pretty rare. I think it's a British model VTX MST1. Needs a little work, but it'll get there. You never know what hybrid's gonna pull out. All right, you just never know. All right, so let's get down to business. This is not the original pipe holder. This pipe is from an RS4 II. That is correct. Now, this engine, anybody ever ran one of these motors? They are significantly awesome. These, in fact, are Novarossi. Although, yes, you can't see, it says the HPI logo We have the logo from the HPI over there on the block. You could see the HPI logo. I know Boosted RC has, but on this side, let me see if I can give you a good view of it. It's hard for me to give you a good view. Holy moly. How does one give a good view? I gotta ask an OnlyFans girl. Okay, there it goes. I'm gonna zoom in on this. C12. You know how they have C4? This is C12 times 4. Okay, that's just mathematics. C12 times 4, you get C12. You also got, well, C4 is an explosive. I meant the energy drink. It's the wrong C4. By the way, notice the extra fins all over the engine block. Even the mounting holes over there, well, not the holes, the tabs, have finning. So this is the very rare Novarossi powered. Terracore wants to know, is this the 12SS? No. So I know they're kind of ugly looking because this cooling head, in fact, it's not that different. I'm going to show you one right now. Let me go pull out my regular RS4 so we know before I do any repairs. Wow. Half the viewers just left. It must be the low quality. Well, there's nothing I could do about it. If you take a look at both of these from the top down, that's right, GeoMac, it is that edition. I promised the viewer I wouldn't say that word, okay? I promised the viewer I would not say that word, so I'm not going to say that word. I stick to my promises, man. All right, Nicholas Hill wants to know, have I ever worked on a turbocharger kit? So, no, the thing is, turbochargers and superchargers for these models don't do anything at all because RPM and fuel draw is pretty much dependent on back pressure. They're not dependent on any external power adders, you could say. Boosted RC goes, we still here. Thank you, man. All right, so at first, if you don't know what you're looking for, guys, yes, these both have purple anodized heads. This is more of a hard anodizing. This is a smooth looking one. You have extra fins on this one, by the way. Extra fins. This has lower fins, less fins. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The other one has, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fins on the right. It's kind of ironic that they made this cooling head look basically similar to this one. Even the bolt pattern is similar. The way they cut it out is similar. I mean, they could have really went the extra mile. So these are not the same models. I'm not telling you guys these are the same models. This is a RS4 3 chassis, the shaft drive. This is the belt drive. So I'm not really, the video is not on this. I'm just kind of showing you the differences between how similar they look and yet unique at the same time. Differently, rather. So let's continue with the RS4. Oh my God, global warming has set in my house. All right, so let me detail a couple more issues with this one. Anybody wants to take a close look at what they think is wrong? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody want? I've zoomed in on the issue right now. I've zoomed in on it so far that it's unavoidable what the issue is. Anybody see it? Oh, Pizza Nitro, bro. If you ever look for an RS4 3, okay, so I guess I'm going to have to explain. Oh, well, you know, I don't want to sound like that. There's obviously at least 3 generations of these models. RS4, which is the earlier generation with a silver chassis and a .12. There's RS4 2, which is the purple anodized chassis. Otherwise, they look basically the same. And the 3, which has the shaft drive. Out of all of them, the most dominant, I would say, is the RS4 3. But the 2, if you're not scared of belts and you think the first Fast and the Furious was the only good one, then this is the one you want. Okay, anyways. All right, viewers coming back. And yes, the spur gears have seen their days. Anybody want to take a guess why that is the case right there? There's a reason why. I already kind of noticed it. This clutch bell, the pinions, is it me? They do not look to be the correct gear pitch for the pinions. I know what these 2-speed pitched gears look like. They do not look like that. It seems, and gear mesh really, it's not terrible. Oh, I see what the problem is. Anybody notice what the problem is right now? I actually just noticed this. What the hell is that? It's wobbling. I didn't notice that before. I'm thinking the flywheel nut is loose. Man, I am fingering this clutch bell right now. It could be a bearing, but these should use roller bearings. So it cannot be bearings. It could be the roller bearing. More than likely, the flywheel nut is loose. Let's see what we can do. The bottom of the chassis is typical RS4 gang level. It's not good. They're all like this, but what matters is it is straight. Motor is definitely not loose. The reason is you could see the fixed screws in this. We do not have adjustable gear mesh. So gear mesh has to be perfect, right? These models do not have adjustable gear mesh. If they did, no, hold on. Am I wrong? No, hold on. Did this guy use the wrong? Okay, so we do have the optional engine mounts, the purple anodized engine mounts, but it's not adjustable, it appears, on this chassis. Interesting. Also, three needle carburetor. Probably the most expensive thing on this chassis is the carb. Look at that carburetor. That's beauty. That is a beaut. Even the dust boot is not ripped. It's a proper Nova. Mid-speed, high speed, low speed is on the inside over there on the needle. So 3 needle carburetor. All right, I think we're going to have to disassemble all this. I have no choice. What do you guys think? I'm going to ask you all for an opinion. Opinions matter. Unless you had 3 years in office and did nothing with those opinions. Boogie Nitro, how you doing? Yes, man. The Promoto is here. In fact, let me prop it up a little bit. Let's prop it up. We're going to put the Promoto in the back. It actually is a very impressive RC. There we go. Okay. What's up, James Simmeroth, man? How you doing? Yes, the 2-speed baby. Let's hope it's with us forever. By the way, this the Losi Promoto is actually really it's a large bike. You could see just how big these wheels are compared to the 10 scale. In fact, these are, I would say these are close to like Losi DBXL size wheels. They're that large. We have a real metal sprocket, and I'll tell you this: when you're running it, it collects obviously a lot of grass, but they have it positioned in such a way that the grass just flicks itself off. It really is a genius design. All aluminum sprocket as well. Pretty sickening, if you ask me. I did run it pretty hard with like a heavy camera, and it ran beautiful, man. Beautiful. I put a link to the Promoto if you guys want to get it. They're in stock. I really do recommend the one without the battery. It's cheaper, and the aftermarket batteries are better. All right, let's continue. So far, my only real problem with this, I'll tell you this, guys. I've watched a lot of videos, including Earl Moorhead's video on the brakes. The brakes in the front suck. Like, they don't really lock the wheel up. We do have floating disc in the front right here, like it normally floats. This is a real proper caliper, a piston caliper, in fact. It works good, but they're very weak, right? Anyway. I think we're going to have to dig into this engine. So this is not good. Clutch belt is moving around. Oh, I could see the flywheel shifting too. That's odd. Look at this. I'm moving it and the flywheel is shifting. That makes sense. Well, I'm really going to hope I'm able to take these screws out. Boosted RC, thank you, bro, for the channel donation. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, guys, just before we continue, if you wind up getting one of these, I highly recommend. For me, I got the one with the battery because I'm a troll. This whole smart technology. So basically, they integrate a connector here, right? First of all, it's to plug in, because now in your regular IC5 connector here, you have to find. Well, this has to fit into the slot. It's extra difficult because you have an extra thing sliding in. It's obviously sliding in things in life sometimes requires lube. John, how you doing, man? What am I gonna say? I'm convinced the capacity of this is not 5,000. I'm convinced, because my regular Amazon battery that I paid much less for actually lasts longer. So save $50, get your own batteries. This whole smart thing, it doesn't do anything. And honestly, knowing how much battery life you have left on your radio is not something you really need to worry about, because you should kind of know. Plus, the ESCs have low voltage cutoff. All right, anyway, guys, let's get down to taking off. Hopefully, I could take the engine screws out. If not, we'll heat it up and cut it. Yeah, West Hobbies confirmed Spectrum batteries suck. I honestly never... Oh, okay, wow. It's loose. I can't believe it. My first screw actually came out. I thought this would be a cut fest over here. Yeah, I didn't want to say nothing bad about the Spectrum batteries, because I actually almost, you know me, I don't really run a lot of lipos, but it is so bad. I'm convinced that the 5,000 capacity is close to like 3,000. Well, let's hope. Just Joe, how you doing? So, hey, Melissa, can you bring the battery from the kitchen? On the kitchen table, there's a battery that I bought for the Promoto. In case, I like to mix my salads with lipos. If you're gonna eat chick food, you might as well have chick batteries. Just saying. Yo, did Melissa fall asleep? All right. Oh, whoa. Look at this tiny screw. Well, guys, tomorrow I'm probably heading out to a swap meet. Hopefully, I'm able to buy some swappable stuff. Hopefully. By the way, yo, Melissa, are you up or are you taking a nap right now? Anybody want to see some of the sickening stuff I got? Oh, I got the video loaded. Hold on. You want to see the video with the Promoto? This is just a quickie. This is this bike. I mean, it's real sickening. That's with a super heavy camera. We got to turn. And I'm not even going crazy fast here. I'm just driving normal. We hitting the grass. Look at that sprocket. Oh my God, I did a wheelie on the grass. It's real impressive, guys. Oh, it fell over there, but that's all good. See, we got another one. If I could load it. I don't know if I can load it. All right, don't matter. By the way, go watch the short on it. The short was real impressive. Oh, Melissa must have fallen asleep. Somebody give her a text and wake her up. Okay, this screw is totaled. That screw's totaled. Okay, this one's good. So I think we're gonna have to cut one screw. Holy baby. All right, so far one screw is still in there. I'm wondering if I already cut a slot in it. It looks like I cut a slot. Well, whatever. If you guys want to see the battery, I'll show it to you. I'm not going to wake up Melissa. She had early today in the morning, It's not going to work. If this don't work, I'm going to have to cut it. Oh, thank God we got it. The tuning screwdriver helped. Yo, Melissa, are you up? Man, I love talking to myself. It's so fun. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to a RC swap meet. What do you guys think I should get if it comes across? So just tell me right here in the chat. I will take a look at the chat. I'm looking at it right now. Hopefully something interesting comes along. It's in Englishtown, New Jersey. If anybody wants to go, it's the Englishtown, New Jersey swap meet. And there's going to be RC fellas there, right? Sickening. What's up there? Jesus Velez, how you doing, man? Okay. Engine is out. Let me disconnect the throttle linkage. But I will tell you, I'm real impressed by the Promoto. And anyone that walks across, they're like, oh, wow, that is so cool. So if you like talking about RC to random strangers, the Promoto is what you want. Okay. It's the fastest engine removal I think we've ever had. Yeah, normally you got to unscrew this upper part a little, but I'm just going to rip it. Michael Graham, thank you, man. He goes, for the swap meet. Thank you, man. Hopefully I'll be able to buy something there. I'm not bringing nothing because, you know, not trying to sell nothing really. Oh, by the way, guys, you want to take a little look at something I bought this week? What do you think I bought? If anybody here guesses, I can't afford to give anything away because my channel doing like shit. But what do you think I bought? I have it right here. What did I buy? Did I buy a chicken recipe? I might have bought a chicken recipe. 1 tablespoon of salt. Tablespoon of onion powder. Tablespoon of smoked paprika. I don't even know what smoked paprika is. Isn't it all just paprika and garlic powder? Yeah, that's a NitroGang meal right there, baby. Okay, that's what happens when you watch these dumbass shorts at night and you get food recipe, baby. But what did I buy this weekend? Anybody want to take a guess? Whoa, what's that? We pull a wheelie with a Promoto. Pull a wheelie. What did I buy? Terry Curry, thank you, man, for the swap meet fund donations. I'm going to show you what I bought. I actually already spent all that money. But, you know, sometimes that's what you got to do. Where is it? You guys want to see what I bought? What does that look like to you? That looks like the Nissan Rogue is full of ramps, does it not? The Nissan Rogue is full of giant, sickening ramps. That is what I bought this week, everybody. So don't say I don't invest into the channel. I do. And when I invest into the channel, the Rogue is loaded full. All right? You want to see what they look like, don't you? Oh, yeah. You see right here, these are proper ramps, bros. Proper ramps because regular RC ramps, they're not really meant for sickening Losi LSTs and Savages hitting them in the front. They break. They stumble. You got to put cinder blocks behind them. These are proper, giant BMX ramps designed for humans. And you know what's great about humans? All of us know exactly what being a human is about. But none of us know about what being a robot is about. Am I correct on that? I think I am correct on that. Anyway, these are giant ramps, by the way. So I already spent all of the donation money, but it's okay. Wow, I can't even load the stream right now. All right, let us continue. Are we still going live right now? Is everything okay? You guys let me know. Lucas Tolkup, yes, those are proper BMX ramps. So they're very, very heavy. You got to go into the gym and lift weights, you know? All right. Anyways, let's shut up. Damn, why is this still... Oh, I see what's going on. Didn't I just have this engine out? Okay, I'm going to remove this portion right here. Okay, engine is out. Finally. The engine has come back to the NitroGang channel. Who says that? Some idiot named The Rock. Okay, let's get down to business over here. I'm going to do a little quickie examination. Well, bearing is actually not too bad. The problem is right here. This should not be wobbling. Rock and roller, I know exactly what you're talking about. The thing is with that guy, you know, he'll smash anything because he's doing it for clickbait views. That's the situation here. Here, I don't do that ever, and I will never do that. You know, today somebody goes to me, why don't you just promote like whatever other people promote? And I go to him, you know, I value my viewers' experience and their faith in my, you know, I guess you could say product that I put out, which is NitroGang. I'm not going to demean myself for some small monetary gain. And that is why we're talking about this here today. If you guys appreciate that, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know. Don't want me to be talking about ball shavers, do you? I don't want to either. Okay, here we go. All right, so compression-wise, oh, can't even test it because definitely this is, oh no. Yeah, this is loose. Look, I'm easily able to spin it. Yeah, RC Adventures goes no ad sellouts here. The thing is, today you watch pretty much any video and it tells you, oh, product placement. Their only purpose is to basically sell you things. They're not interested in you learning anything. They're not interested in being truthful and faithful. It's like that pedo Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Let's check the compression. Ugh! Damn, that is compressioning. Ugh! Ugh! That is uber compression, man. I would say uber. Let's disassemble this part. All right. Slide. Let's check the slide. Slide is very good. So this air filter I got from A-Main. Someone asked. We got really good compression. I'm wondering if these are the stock gears. I don't want to have to say, guys, but this clutch bell does not look like an HPI pinion to me. Maybe I'm incorrect. But it's pretty rare that happens. All right, guys, I'm going to remove the clutch bell. We'll take a look at what's on the inside. Huh. The screw is not loose. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I expected the screw to be loose. I expect the screw. Usually, if the flywheel is loose, then the screw's loose. All right, so what do we got for tomorrow's suggested RC purchases, everybody? Out of the fleet of RCs you might think I don't have, what do you think it is? I'll be honest with you, I'll pretty much buy any HPI, but not a Savage anymore. I think I've saturated myself with Savages. I think I would pretty much buy any 8-scale pan car. Oh, yeah. The flywheel nut is definitely loose. I'm easily able to turn it out. Oh, man. RC Adventures here with an awesome comment. Nitro Wheelie King. That's a rare Nitro crawler. RPM Nitro, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Just want a little recap. I'm working on a vintage RS4, and it came with this rare HPI C12 engine. This is a Novarossi manufactured engine. It just doesn't say it, but it is. I'm pretty excited to have it. Let's remove all this. Huh. So I'm going to have to remove this all separately because it's jammed now, it appears. Holy moly. Well, we got ourselves a problem here. Things fell apart in my hands. All right, clutch shoe looks normal. Let's see what fell. We got one clutch shoe. It appears we are missing a spring, fully missing a spring. Texas Hill goes, yes, I need an 8-scale pan car. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an HPI Proceed, actually. HPI Proceed. So these are the original clutch shoes. That is good. And, all right, so, wow. That came off easy. Look at that interesting design. No collet. I'm wondering. Yeah, this doesn't have a collet. This just spins on it like this. Interesting design. Now I'm using Melissa's phone again. Let me put this down. So we've discovered a couple issues. When I took off the clutch bell, there's one spring, and this spring does not look like a proper HPI spring at all. This is definitely a cut spring. This is not how these springs look. Okay, so the bearing is actually not terrible. You know, it's not too bad. Let me clean up these parts a little. Sickening results over here, man. I didn't expect that. Guys, I want you to know I didn't get a very good deal on this car. I got a pretty bad deal because generally when you see like a Novarossi engine like this, they're almost always normal. It's actually pretty rare to find one with like low compression. But you wind up spending money on like all of these auxiliary parts. Well, I don't know if they're called auxiliary parts, but interesting crank, right? Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. What do you think? Should we examine the header as well? This is gonna need a whole cleanup. I'm thinking cleanup, or should we? What's that party that P Diddy used to have? Freak off? You think this engine needs a freak off? I'm curious. Do we need a freak off? Man, that guy's a wacko. Well, Cat Williams called it, bros. He called it. All right, so we're definitely missing a clutch. Spring. So it turns out he had a separate mansion for his freak offs behind his regular mansion. This is why I've always known since a kid, man. Don't idolize celebrities. They're whacker than everyone else. I am not sure if these are the correct pinions. This does not look like the regular clutch bell for a 2-speed. Anybody knows? I mean, I'm going to zoom in real quick on this. Take a look at it. This does not look like an HPI pinion to me. They're too angular. Normally, the HPI pinions are like cheaper looking. Got to remove this. That looks okay, actually, but we're missing a spring, so I'm going to have to figure out what to do with a clutch bell, with the clutch setup. Does not look like the correct part. Oh, got it. I can't believe it. First attempt. That is some interesting flywheel nut system we got going on here. Oh, wow. Hold on. I think this already has the bearing upgrade. Does this have the bearing upgrade? I don't see the roller bearing in there. Are these bushings? Holy moly. I think these are bushings. So we got ourselves... This is the... No. We do have bearings, some of them. So these are the proper clutch bell bearings. And it appears one part is a... Never seen one designed like this before. So this is, I think this is called a thread crank. Well, no, threaded crank would be different. So this would basically turn this. So the clutch, the flywheel would sit. It's not slotted. Notice this crank is not slotted. and the flywheel is not slotted. So it would sit on top. Don't need no spacers. This would just thread inside. And that's it. It would just thread inside and position itself like that. And then you would have it spin. Pretty neat design, really. I've never seen that before. Anybody here ever seen that before? Normally, these vintage engines, they do have short shafts, like a short shaft. Let me see if I could find one. What's up there, Offna guy, man? How you doing? Just sitting out here with a, a rare HPI C12 Novarossi engine. Corey using the new NitroGang emojis, man. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can find an old threaded shaft engine. Here we go. Here we go. Aquí, mis amigos. Aquí. It's a regular HPI 15FE. Normally, the crank would be like that. And you take your flywheel, stick it on, and it will be, that's it. And then the flywheel nut would just screw on top over here. It's actually no different in reality. I would say this is probably a better design. I think what happened with this design, I don't want to say I think I know. This is a more, this might be called a universal style of design. If anybody knows with these older engines, this might be universal because you could essentially use any kind of crankshaft. You could use a pilot nut. You could use a pilot shaft itself. You could use a lot of things. This is actually a way more universal design on this Novarossi engine. So pretty rare compared to the standard shaft, which is what we have on the right engine, the old 15FE. And I think we all learned something. Miguel C, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here, bro. Corey, did you learn something? I think I learned something. Actually pretty interesting because a lot of the old HPI engines, you could see the crank is slotted. This particular flywheel is not slotted. Thank you for being a long-term channel member there to my buddy. Big Boys Toys RC, JP, how are you, man? So this one is not slotted. It just goes on. And pressure is what keeps it going. But really not a bad idea to have it slotted. I wonder if I could find a slotted flywheel. You guys want me to take a look? You want me to take a look for a slotted flywheel or what? I can get a slot. Okay, don't matter. But I did find a couple other engines just for crankshaft comparisons. In case anybody wants to see. All right, so this Lotus 420, been a member for 31 months. Damn, bro. That's longer than many of the Kamala supporters have been alive. In terms of at least their brain. Okay. All right, so over here, we got ourselves a Pro 15. Pretty easy to work on engine. These have, well, this one, just a regular shaft that's kind of turned on over here. It's a pretty boring engine. I don't even want to talk about it. This particular one is a pretty nice OS Max CVR. It's a 12 CVR. Very sickening. Great carb on these. You could tell I care about it because it's got a filter. You know, not the best element, but that's how they are. We have very good compression in this. Very good. You could hear it. Slotted crank. Short shaft. Well, it's not called a short shaft. It's called a SG. Well, it looks like it was cut. So a lot of these engines came out of RC10 GTs or something that's like a short course, well, I don't want to say short course, a stadium truck, they required a short shaft. They would have a nut go on and basically would wind up with the same thing. It's a great engine, Texas Hill. I'm sure you know. Very good, reliable carbs. They almost never go bad. Only thing that kind of goes on bad on these are these dust boots. But I'm thinking if we ever need dust boots for these engines, these old OS engines, the Pro 15 dust boot probably looks the same. These are like $2, the Pro 15 dust boot. So a little hint over there. Get a Pro 15 dust boot. Real though, where is my slotted crank? I don't know where the slot is. All right, everybody. Another issue I notice, I'm going to show you, other than the engine, obviously this is toast for now. We're going to have to find the proper clutch belt components. It's toast job. Yeah, it's called a two-piece shaft. That's right. Off the guy, it's a two-piece shaft. It's basically like a universal design. Another issue I noticed on this RS4. We got gear wobble. Like these gears should not be wobbling like that at all. I'm wondering maybe a shim is missing. This is a lot of wobble for a two-speed assembly. These should not wobble at all. All right, so the bearing seems okay as I spin the first gear. Second gear is open, it's normal. All the belts do work. But this gear wobbles a lot. This is probably the worst RS4 in terms of like mechanical issues I bought in a long time. Whoever sold me this, I know he doesn't watch this channel anymore. Probably. But not very good, okay? Sickening, in fact, I would say. In terms of exhaust, I have a couple options, although not very good options. Probably real bad options. So one of the main problems you run into with the RS4, it's a little tough to get a proper header for them. Because what happens is you need, let's for instance just put this engine over here, right? Because it has no header attached. The header exits in this direction. It's not very convenient. A lot of modern pipes, let's for instance, Corey goes, is it hard to find belts? You know, belts, honestly, man, you're not the first person to think about that. And that's a great question. But belts are probably the last thing you will ever need to replace on these. Like, for instance, look at this one, right? There's literally no wear in the belts. The belts are fine. All of the belts are perfect. Only really, I will admit, the rear belt, sometimes what happens is the sprockets will get pieces of stones, pebbles in there, and they will destroy the belt over time. But the belts are not impossible to get. Right, the front belt, in my years of ownership, I have never had a bad belt, and they're not expensive. Lotus 420 here goes, you could get them on eBay, no problemo. All right, guys. Sluggos RC, what's up, man? I will tell you, what you want to use is 3-in-1 oil. Good question as well, man. This is probably going to be your best alternative. It's cheap, it's reliable, it smells good when you burn it. And 3-in-1 means better than 1-in-1, right? Very good. But yeah, Corey, man, you're really never going to have belt problems. I could show you like super old RS4s. Lucas, man, you have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I could show you super old RS4s. None of them have belt problems. Yeah, Texas Hill goes, his X-ray eats the belts. Yeah, these don't really have like very tight belts. They're pretty forgiving. In fact, you guys want to see like another old RS4 just for a little evidence? I could show you another one. But man, I was talking about pipes and now I forgot what I was talking about pipes for. You want to see another old RS4 or what? All right. I can go get another old RS4 if you want. Old RS4 or no? I mean, there's like a ton of them right over here. King Killer an RS4, bro. Although the belts on this one, probably not a great example. but I picked one to show you the reality. So I'm going to show you another one. Let me just change the view a little. All right, so here's another one. This one actually has, I would say, the worst belts. You could tell there's a lot of friction marks on them, right? In the front. But they're still totally functional, like they spin efficiently. There's no binding. The rear belt, you could see there is major chunking. Major chunk. In fact, some of the threads are starting to come out. But this will still run, dude, for like a long time. I ran this RS4. Probably what happened is a pebble got stuck in the sprocket and it tried to rip the belt, right? It really tried to rip that belt good. This is a very, very original single-speed RS4. This one has literally 0 upgrades. It's very rare to find one with 0 upgrades. Spur gear is a little chewed up. I think I'm going to have to 3D print one. A little chewed up. Side belts are normally okay. It's the rear belts that almost always you're going to have a problem with. But it's very difficult to actually rip it. Oh, man. You know what I just noticed I'm missing on this RS4 over here? The handle. I'm missing the handle. You got to have the handle. This is the handle. Got to have the handle. Damn. Got to have the handle. I don't know. I think I'm an RS4 addict. I need an intervention. What about another one? You all want to see another one? Go ahead, tell me. Do you want to see another one? But this is RS43. You want to see the RS43 or what? Go ahead. Let me know. Is it RS43 time? Boosted RC agrees. They're very good 10 scale cars. Like, very good. This one, it's a little janky, but it's very, very nice. John, just for you, man. And chips and nitro. Okay. Let me move this one out of the way. Okay, this one's an RS43, so you understand. Okay, it's cool. This one's actually really sickening. Look at that. This is what you call a beefed out RS43. Where's the beef? It's for dinner. We got heavy duty fat tires, probably Jayco tires. THS pipe, although the guy killed it. It has a hole. Well, does it have a hole? Yeah, it's got a hole. This THS got a hole. This is the RS43, guys. This was literally my first RC. Aluminum suspension arms. This, in fact, is the same Nova 12 engine. Novarossi engine. We got crazy compressioning. I wouldn't say it's crazy. It's like 80% compression. This particular one has a ton of carbon fiber on it. Let me give you a good non-vibration view. So you could see on the side, we have the R logo, Novarossi. This, I think these were called Nova Mega. There's a lot of them. They basically all look like this. Pretty much any vintage Nitro from this generation, you're going to find something with this cooling head. Almost all of them, like Trinity, Serpents, pretty much any 10 scale, the Kyosho, yeah, guys, I see you guys talking about it. They ran these style of engines. This one has the super annoying carbon fiber upper deck. The reason I say super annoying, it's actually kind of tough to work with. All the screws, you know, they have to be captured with like nuts on the bottom. So even like basic things, you need to really, good luck with that. You know, it's not that easy. Yeah, so this is a Nova for sure. Let me show you in the back. The pull start will also have its own. It's pretty nice because it's really rare to have a pull start model. So we have a Novarossi engine on this. Sickening. We have a motor saver air filter as well. Two-speed looks half chewed up, but the gears are not totally destroyed. And these carbs last forever. Look how fat that header is as well. Gears are not terrible. I mean, I've seen way worse. They're actually pretty okay. They spin normal. They don't make a bunch of noise. How you doing there, man? Raw RC, happy to see you here, man. Happy Friday Night Nitro to you. I'm just out here showcasing some, HPI gangs stuff. That's about it. No funny business. This one has actually, I noticed, the really rare MIP CVDs in the back and in the front. Holy moly. Usually people don't really even convert these from the dog bones. This has the CVDs. It has the sway bars. The stock shocks are I'm very happy with. That's right, Compass goes, don't scratch the chassis. You're right, bro. I won't. I'll be careful. Two-speed. One of the annoying things, the throttle linkage on these. Anytime you convert it to a slide carb, you're going to have a situation. But it seems to be okay because basically these are meant for rotary carb setups. But one day I'll run it. This one should be a runner. There's nothing wrong with it, really. Other than the pipe. Yeah, that might be a problem, actually, I just noticed. Because we have, for sure, a major gap over there in the pipe. All right, guys, what should I get for dinner? All right, so we already know what's going on with that Novarossi. I mean, this is like a super expensive engine on this, actually. Let's see. I have another one of those in a Trinity. Chicken pot pie, goes Michael Graham. Well, the options are going to have to be... I'm going to have to show you what the options are right now. The options are going to have to be... probably Domino's. Can't even load it, bro. Service is so bad. Can't even load it. Sickening. Can't even order a pizza. We're gonna have better luck with Taco Bell. Wowzers. This is slow. Unfortunately, Michael Graham and everybody, I don't have a Pizza Hut in my local area, like, at all. Let's see what the menu options are. Probably crazy. Can't even load it. Oh, terra curry with the stuffed spinach bread. I had that at Domino's. That's pretty great, actually. It was really good. Can't even load it. That's right, Gearhead Harvey. It is slower. It's real slow, man. I'm using an iPhone 15 Pro for this video, actually. Wow. Menu. Can't even load the menu. All right, everybody, I'm starving. Anyway, like I said, Promoto, I should have an unboxing video on it soon. It's a real impressive bike. If you want to, click the link in the description of this video. Get the one without the battery. Save the money and buy an Amazon battery. Do it. You're gonna thank me later. Great bike. Yeah, we could spin the wheel. Super sickening. All right, my dudes. That's about it. Can't even connect to the internet right now. Later, everybody. Thank you guys for everyone that supported this channel today. And I'm going to be up late repairing this. Wish me luck. Bye-bye.